Today, with our mini-message Bible study time here, I want to look at what is one of the most important passages in the Bible, and that's God's declaration of who He is. Now, we find this just in a couple of verses, in verses 13 and 14 of Exodus chapter 3, but they are foundational. The concepts here are foundational to not only Judaism, but Christianity and who God is. It says, "But Moses protested, 'If I go to the people of Israel and tell them the God of your ancestors has sent me to you, they will ask me, what is His name? Then what should I tell them?' And God replied to Moses, 'I am who I am. Say this to the people of Israel, I am has sent you.'" Okay. Moses basically is looking for some credentials here. That's what he's doing. Who do I say you are? Like, how do I identify you? And Moses really is kind of looking for excuses here. He's trying to figure out how he can get himself out of this. And so he begins to ask these kind of questions. So God responds to him. And this is not uncommon. In the days of the patriarchs, when we go back to Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Joseph, they really addressed God with these different names, these different monikers. They all went back to God, but they had kind of different descriptive terms for Him. Here's a couple. Abraham called on God Most High in Genesis 14. Abraham later referred to Him as Almighty God in Genesis 17. In Genesis 21, he referred to Him as the everlasting God. In Genesis 22, Abraham continues, he calls Him the Lord will provide. Hagar encountered Him in Genesis 16 and referred to Him as you are the God who sees. So God had these different monikers that described Him. And people would give these different names to Him as He dealt with them. And they were always just descriptions of who He is. He is Almighty. He is Most High. He is everlasting. He will provide. He does see us. So they really were God's name with an adjective attached to them. And so here He tells him, I am who I am. I am who I am. That doesn't necessarily make good sense to us, right? I remember being a kid going, I am. I am what? That's not just a statement by itself, but it reveals something important. What it's showing us is that there is no equivalent for God. There isn't. He stands alone. He is beyond anything that we can see, know, or comprehend. I am has sent you because He simply is. There was never a time when God didn't exist. So I am has the idea that God is complete and independent. He relies on nothing. As one of my favorite apologists, William Lane Craig, says, He is the uncaused cause. And it's not original to William Lane Craig, but it's something that I've heard him say quite a few times. He is the beginning, right? He is all of these things. He is the agent of creation. He is eternal. He is unchanging. This is a divine title. Jesus took this title upon Himself multiple occasions. He says to the Pharisees one day, before Abraham was, I am. That doesn't make grammatical sense. He's claiming divinity. That's what Jesus is doing. I am. He's going back to Genesis chapter 3. He says again in John chapter 8, He says, when you lift up the Son of Man, then you will know that I am and that I do nothing of myself. Same concept, same thoughts. It's a descriptive term for how big God is. He is. I am. It shows His power, His self-sufficiency, and it's how the nation of Israel would see Him from then on. See you later.